Welcome to Wednesday night team call, which happens to be our favorite call of the month, which is our rank up call. And that's just because we are celebrating such an incredible month of July. I can't believe we're already in August, but we're celebrating an incredible month of July. I mean, literally, July is typically an off month, honestly, since we've been coaches for 4 years. It's been always an off month. Completely emptied out of the water. And we had an incredible month. So many new, honestly, so many rank ups. We like welcomed 620 new clients. There was like 45 new. I think it was like 47. There was a lot of stuff going on. There was like 66 new coaches. I mean, you guys literally blew it out. And if you are new and you're a brand new coach, I want to welcome you guys personally into our amazing family. So we're so happy to have you here. You honestly tune in. This is your first call. You tune into like the perfect call because tonight we celebrate all of you and we celebrate how amazing this entire group is, what you guys have been doing this last month. And we're going to hear from some of the most amazing people, really that are part of this family that have ranked up. And it's a lot of high rank ups this month. There actually are this tonight that we're going to talk. A lot of new coaches with FIBIC, which is absolutely incredible for those who don't know what that is. It's fully integrated business coach. So we're excited to hear from them. So it's going to be really exciting. We've got a full, I don't know how long it's going to be, packed 30 minutes, 40 minutes, who knows. But we're just excited to have you guys on here and to really celebrate July and to really celebrate each and every one of you. Also, there's going to be an incredible announcement today too that you guys probably already got the email for. That's not even an announcement. You guys got the email for it, but Mr. Andrew Kitt's actually going to break down what that business builder bonus. Say that 3 times to see if you can. Business builder bonus and what that's about and how that's honestly going to be such incredible for you and where you're at in your business when it comes to free money and really just business. So any words that you want to say?
Yeah, if you guys don't see your team on here, shoot them a message, let them know that our monthly rank up call is happening and invite them on. It's also streaming in First 5. If your battery is close to dying, you can be in there and catch it all as well. It doesn't take as much as Zoom does.
So. Yeah, and we actually have something fun. So stay on for the entire thing because we have something fun towards the end of this call. That's really exciting too. We was not thinking about it. It's fun. It's gonna be a fun surprise. But let's go ahead and kind of get into it and kind of get started. The first person that we're actually going to bring on is just an incredible team of coaches that you guys have heard from them. You all know maybe who they are, but what they have done in such a short amount of time is literally nothing less than amazing. I believe they've reached integrated regional director in like 3 months of coaching, 4 months of coaching. It's just amazing. And so we're, go ahead.
I was gonna say, grab your pens and paper, take notes. Everyone's going to be sharing kind of what they've done. So definitely there's going to be a lot to grasp on this call this week.
Lots of tips and tricks, and they're going to really help you and give you tips to grow your business. So without further ado, brand new integrated regional directors, Toby and Tiffany Tillman. You guys go ahead, my friends, take it away.
We're so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us on the call tonight. And when I was thinking about a while ago, like what I was going to say, I knew there was going to be a wealth of information and tips that are going to be discussed by other coaches. And what I really wanted to focus on was your heart. Like, why did you guys get started? What's your why? I talk about that all the time, but when we first started, my coach had just started too. Like, she had just dipped her toe in the water, didn't know a whole lot. We were all just kind of figuring out what was the right way. And I can't say that I was ignorance on fire. Toby and I both were just ignorance on fire. And so if that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does, because you don't have to know every single thing to be successful in business. And I feel like a lot of times we get caught up with, I need to listen to all the coaching calls. I need to listen to all the trainings. I need to have this, that, and the other. And we get in our own way. How many of you guys can say that you get in your own way? I mean, I know that, it's real easy to do that, but you don't have to be in your own way. And so, don't feel like you have to have it all figured out. Honestly, we all have a story. It may be similar, it may be different, but what this program has brought to my life and brought to Toby's life, we both have 2 very different stories, but it's literally changed our lives. It's changed mine for sure. And without making medical claims or anything like that, it has literally given me my life back. And there's not one person that I wouldn't want to join this this program and see what it does for them. So when I first got started, I was totally transparent. And I remember the first picture that I took, I was in a pair of shorts and a sports bra. And it was disgusting, right? How many of you guys have taken that beginning picture, when your coach tells you take pictures, weigh, do your measurements, you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And you're like, there's no way that I would ever show that to anybody else. And I didn't in the beginning. But I remember I looked like 4 to 6 months pregnant. I had all this inflammation in my body and it was horrible. But as I stayed on program and as I stayed consistent, I saw changes, not only in my body, but everywhere. And so 5 weeks in, I decided to share it with the world on Facebook. And pushing that share button was the most difficult thing I've ever done. But being transparent like that and vulnerable is what people want to see. They don't want you coming at statistics all the time. They want you to be real. And so that's where I think that really helped us get going, because people were coming to us. Tiffany, what are you doing? How have you done this? You seem so passionate. And I am passionate. I'm passionate that this has changed my lives, and I know our lives, and I know that it can change other people's. So think about that whenever you're nervous about sharing or whatever. What has it done for you? How has it changed you? Stick close to your coaches. Listen to what they say. I know that I did, the Bombas have been amazing, that they did calls with us, and there were things that they wanted us to do. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. And you know what? As soon as I followed exactly what they told me to do, and Erica Oh So Sexy told me to do, things really started working for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's dummy proof. Follow the system, and get out of your comfort zone. I know that we all, like I said, get in our own way. Don't do that. Don't be emotionally attached to the outcome. Some will, some won't. I'm not going to say everybody takes it wrong. So what? I don't mean so what, like we don't care, but timing is everything for everybody. Some will, some won't. So what next? They will come back around. You just share your story. You pour into them. You do those health assessments. You follow up. You do everything you're supposed to, and they're going to come back around. Okay, so I'm going to give this to my husband. So Toby, what do you have to say?
My biggest thing is just live out loud and tell your story. I mean, don't be hesitant to tell your story. Everybody's got a different story. Everybody's got a different plan. Everybody's got a different destination, and just live out loud. I mean, don't be worried about posting too much. I mean, the more information we feed people, the better they're going to be interested and reach out to you. So
I agree. And those transformation stories, and I'm wrapping it up, are so awesome. Because even though if you feel like at the beginning you don't have a huge story, share, because people are watching. Thanks for having us, guys.
I love it.
Did you guys take tips from that? I mean, what did I hear? Share your story, right? What do we do as health coaches? We just share our story with people. Tiffany was vulnerable. She was authentic, right? She did what her coach suggested.
Oh, can I tell you my most favorite, because a lot of new coaches are on here too, is when you said that you don't have to know it all, because guess what? You don't have to be an expert. I think that's a lot of fears from new coaches. So if you're a new coach on here and you're like freaking out a little bit, like, I don't know everything, well, good, because you don't have to. That is why your mentor team is there for you, because they're going to help guide you every step of the way. My friends, that was amazing. Thank you. Congrats, because what you guys are doing is just mind-blowing. But also, I want you guys to introduce some of your new coaches that have just reached executive director, who are also just well on their way to FIBIC. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually reached that this month. So do you guys want to go ahead and introduce your new EDs?
Okay, so I'm not going to tell them what you just said, but this couple right here, they were our first coaches, and I didn't really know them. Toby knew them a little bit, but I didn't know them. They continue to follow the system, change people's lives. And I tell you what, like, it's a fun little competition between the two of us, like whose front line is going to be higher. But I can't wait to welcome the Holtz. Go ahead and take it over.
You hear me? Thank you. That's awesome. We appreciate everything that you and Toby do for us. This is going to be a hard one to follow after you guys, but we'll do our best. Thank you to the Bombas for having us speak tonight. We really do appreciate that. It's an honor to be here, and to let you know kind of how we've been doing and how we actually got to ED last month.
So basically, we became coaches on May 27th, And within a month and a half, by the leadership that we just follow, we were able to reach executive director, and just so excited about sharing, our journey and trying to help people understand that they can achieve the same thing that we're achieving. And just being transparent, just like what Toby and Tiffany were saying, is that, follow your coach's lead. I mean, there was no reason for us to try to invent anything different when you got the Bahamas, you got, Erica, oh, so sexy, and the Tillmans and all that stuff. There's no reason to recreate the wheel whenever the wheel is just going crazy, and so, we just followed them. And so the whole thing is just, we wanted to be, we're coming from a sports background, competitive, every time I'd say, we got a new one, Toby go, well, I got 3. Well, crap, and so it just continued going that way. And I appreciate that so much, because what that's done is that it's just blown our business up, within right at 2 months, we've got 30 to 40 new clients, and we've already brought on 6 new ones this month. And it's just continued growing. And now we've got 4 new coaches, about to have 5, and we want to have 10 by the end of the month. And we're wanting to grow this thing. And, the best thing we can tell all you guys is just be, like what Toby was saying, be transparent, live out loud. Everything we've done has been posting to our page, our Facebook page, and then to our story.
Yeah, and putting things on our story has been huge. I didn't realize how many people that you think see your post on Facebook really don't, but when you throw it out there on your story, tons of views, tons of response from that. And we've taken the advice too that you guys have all given us about putting on things, put our weight loss goal or transformation, but also put on there just other pictures of our family. I put on a picture yesterday of a new shirt. People realize that, and they can tell, that you've lost weight, and they make comments about that. So I think putting that out there has gotten a lot of response from people.
So in being the first to reach, because if you're going to teach a team of people, you need to reach and do it the right way. And so be first so that you can teach them. And that's what we wanted to do. Erica and Toby, Tiffany and Toby, they all got to executive director. Well, that's what we wanted to do. They said, this is where you need to be. Okay. What do we need to do? We need 18 to 20 clients. Okay, let's do that. Our goal was to have it by the 15th of last month. We hit that. Write down your goals, have vision of what you want to be able to do, and go fight tooth and nail. I promise you, it will be worth the reward. We're already seeing it and reaping it. We can't wait to be fibbing with our friends. So thanks a lot, guys.
Love it.
What I really got out of that one is write down your goals, right? The goals drive the action. If we don't know why, when our feet hit the floor in the morning, that we're going to check in with clients or go share our story with someone, more than likely, we're not going to do it. So
yeah, if you ever got on a call with us, the biggest thing that we talk about is goal setting and what are your dreams? Because let me tell you, I know obviously as life goes on, we've forgotten how to dream, and OptiView is really that vehicle that's going to take us to that life. So setting your goals, what are your intentions? What do you want to create? And then you have that road vehicle, how really it's going to take you from A to B. So that was awesome, you guys. I mean, that's how it is done. In less than 2 months, they hit ED, and they're just rocking and rolling. They brought on like 4 coaches this last month, which is incredible. I know they're well on their way to FIPIC. I would not be surprised if they did it in the month of August. So great job, you guys. All right, let's keep this party going. So next, I'm so excited to bring on another brand new integrated business coach who really set the intentions of what she wanted. She set a goal. She went for it. So without further ado, brand new integrated executive director, Ashley Barnes. My
AKA
friend,
FIBC.
Yeah, my girlfriend. Please take it away.
Man, thank you. That's just really crazy to hear still. I've been trying, and I think that if I had to think of like top tips, first of all, it was really to find the great people to come alongside me and really catch a hold of the vision and the whole community and the life book and all of that, like catch a vision for all of it and not just like a piece of it, like cool, we're losing weight, or cool, like this is good for that. It was like all of it. And somebody, just really started to shine, and it was like, wow, it's possible. Like people really can catch what I was catching from this. And that just made me really hungry to find that next person and that next person. And And I think it was really just for me when I started to really make the life book a part of my journey and really like integrate myself into that. That was when everything shifted, because it was just so different. Like talking to my people and talking to people when I was doing, you know, a health assessment or a coach explore was just so different when there's that passion behind the whole trilogy and all of the resources and all of the amazingness that we have. But the other things that really were different for me, I guess just even in this more recent season, excuse me, is just being unapologetic, like with my story and like with offering coaching and everything. I'm still trying to master that and get really good at it. But I have people in my world that I feel judged by when I post something. Does anybody else feel that? Like, I just feel like when I post something, I have certain family members that are like, ugh, here she goes again. Like, what is she selling? What is she doing? And I had to just get past that. Like, forget it. Like, this changed my life. This changed my husband's life. This changed our marriage, our kids, our dynamic, everything. I just got to leave the last of my, well, it was 3 jobs. Now I have 1 job. This whole business and community and everything gave me the ability to leave not 1, but 2 jobs. I am down to 1 job. I'm doing this full time because I can. And the next goal is to get Richard doing this full time, which he's here, he's on the call, he's so supportive. And that brings me to my other point, is bring your family along. Your spouse, you know, no matter if they have a health journey that they're on right now or not, whether they're passionate about program or not, even your kids. I heard somebody talk about that lately on Massive Momentum, if you guys were there. Just like, dream with your kids, like tell them what's possible. I talk to Landon all the time, our 7-year-old. Mommy's doing this hard work right now, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time on phone calls today, but imagine what we're going to be able to do when I don't have to do this so much, you know, on X, Y, and Z days. Like, and he's like getting excited about it. He's like dreaming up the big house and dreaming up the freedom and the vacations and all of the things. And that's just been such a blessing for us, because it doesn't have to be something that, you know, is hurting us at home. Like, I enjoy this freedom. I enjoy the ability to be able to say that I'm going to homeschool my son this year, and that's going to look a little messy, like trying to grow this civic business and doing all of that, but I'm committed to it, and I get to stay home with him. I don't have to worry about, you know, clocking in for the 9 to 5 and then somehow figuring this out. Like, we chose that, and it's such a blessing that I get to do that. So yeah, bring your family along with you, dream big with them, and just be consistent. I mean, in all of the things, be consistent. We hear it a lot. Like, if you're not in fat burn, your business isn't in fat burn. But I find that so true, just even with, you know, the day-to-day things, you know, that 3x3 and then going up to a 5x5 and pumping up from there, and all of those conversations that you think are so, you know, minute and mundane, and it's okay if I skip them today. Like, those are the people that are going to be joining us in a few months. You know, those are the seeds you're planting now. So don't discount that and what's going to come from that. Because I have so many people now that I feel like they come out of the woodwork, you know, like they didn't even cross my mind yet. They're not on my hundreds list. They're not anywhere in my frame of mind yet. But all of a sudden they come out and they're like, hey, I've been watching you for a year. Like, what? You've been watching me for a year? Like, awesome, let's do this. And those are the people that are ready. They're hungry, they want to change, they're, you know, going to be committed. And those are the people I'm already talking about coaching with, because they're just like so on fire for the program. So yeah, get it.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you. This girl worked so hard to reach this, and it just started with making that decision to get there. And I'm just so proud of you. And
How
for
good
all
is
you've
that
done.
advice? For sure. If you have problems dreaming, let your kids do it for you, right? Right? We were told no so many times. Our kids, they still can dream, right?
I love that.
And I love the life book. We teach to what we know, right? If we know the life book, we're going to teach the life book. If we don't know it, we're probably going to be talking food with our clients.
Yeah, because remember, you guys, no matter what, although you are a coach, you're always going to be a client first. And so get into that life book for you, for yourself, and that way you can start teaching that onto your clients. So that was so well done. Thank you, my friend, for sharing your heart. All right, let's keep this party going. We've got another fully integrated business coach, Fibic, and brand new integrated regional director, Eric and Stacy Goya, who I'm so excited to hear from. So you guys, take it away.
Hello, hello. Oh, I'm sorry to say it's just me. Everybody would prefer to see Stacy. She's much more camera friendly than I am. But man, I am just so happy for all of you guys ahead of me. Ashley, love it. You go, girl. Tillman's amazing. Erica, your whole team, quite honestly. Holtz, 45 days to executive director. You guys have got me fired up on what's possible for new coaches. And when you get to getting into sponsoring, I mean, really, that's what it's about. You've got to take the focus off of yourself, and you've got to put your focus on your coaches. Okay, by the time you've hit ED, you are a master at client acquisition. It's your job now to show your new coaches how to do that. So some quick tips. Number one tip, everything they just said, into the call, that's pretty much it. They covered it all. Number two, actively fight the chatter. You guys, this is the biggest thing that people deal with. It's the inner voice, and several people already talked about it, and that's why that we think it's so important, because it is. You cannot move when you're working against yourself. So just like someone said earlier, get out of your own way. You've got to deal with that chatter. Get into structure. This is my third tip. I didn't hear this one yet tonight, so maybe the old guy could bring at least one new thing to the table. You guys covered everything so well. Structure, structure, structure. What do I mean by that? Whether you have 15 minutes a day to put into your business or 15 hours a day to put into your business, it does not matter. You just have to use that time intentionally. You have to set structure into your calendar. This is the time working on my business. This is the time working on client support. This is the time when I'm meeting with my mentor every week. This is the time when the team calls are. Just set that stuff in stone. That's where you're going to pick up everything. There is no secret. There's nothing we're going to tell you on a 30-minute phone call or meeting that's going to give you the secret to wild success in this business. The success comes from talking with your mentors, following in the footsteps. Someone said it perfectly earlier. I'm going to say it again because it is all about that. We have so many people here in this business who have paved the way and shown us how to do it. Built businesses from nothing, built businesses with great health stories, built businesses with no health stories, people that were already in health and wellness, people that are in the middle of their health journey and still have a lot to go, people that didn't know anything about losing weight or getting healthy, people that barely cracked their life book when they became health coaches. None of that is going to stop you, okay? There's people that in your exact position who have done it, who are making incomes that you can dream of and helping people in quantities that is just unreal. And that's really where it's at. I mean, so listen to them, follow their footsteps. My last thing, and I tell this is, I probably spend more time on this with new coaches than anything. So if any of my coaches are on here, I hope you've heard this before because it won't be the last time. This program, if you start to recognize it for what it is, which is a device, a vehicle for helping people to change their lives for the better. And you stop thinking of this as, what do I have to sell? What do I have to do to get something for myself? And you start recognizing the truth that it is your responsibility to share this with people. What has it done for you? What has it done for you? Everybody on this rank up call, amazing things. Everybody in the participants, any of you, something amazing. You've started your own business. You've had a great health transformation. We are not trying to get people. Okay? We're trying to help people. Once you get over that little hurdle in your brain, the rest of it just becomes so much easier because this is what it did for me. Why would I not share that with someone? I'm home with my kids all the time. I make more money than I used to in the corporate world. I'm trying to get someone? Not at all. If someone's not interested in what I'm laying down, that's quite all right because I am looking for people that are looking for me, and that's what you should do. I'm kicking it back to you guys.
I love it. Way to
Speaking like
Preach.
a true veteran right
preach
there.
it. And that's
So-
why he's so incredible. And you've heard him on trainings. And if you haven't, I know you will in the near time soon. He's become an incredible trainer. And you're just an incredible leader. So congrats to you. We are so excited for you and Stacy and what you guys have created down in Clearwater, Florida. Well, awesome. Let's keep it going, guys. We've got a few more speakers to come on and share their wisdom. Now we're going to get into the, I don't want to say veterans, but kind of veterans. These are like, you know, when you reach the business or the rank of fully integrated business coach, FIBIC, although you are getting paid for it even your first month, in order to be recognized as the official title through Optavia, you need to hit it 3 months in a row. And so the next 3 ladies have actually done that. And now they have just completed their 3rd month and they are officially now fully integrated business coaches. So we're going to hear from them and they're going to kind of come on and share. So first up, I'm excited to bring on, we didn't hear from her when she first hit it because she, you know, she is in the Army. Thank you for your service, Amy. So I know she's always busy, but she's here to drop some wisdom for us. So brand new integrated regional director, Amy Jackson, my friend, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Josh and Michelle, for letting me speak tonight. I'm a pretty humble person for the most part. So it's, for me, I used to focus on helping everybody else with this business until I took the time to really focus on me and being a focus on coaching and let it make myself better. I think that's when my business truly took off. A lot of times we focus on other people, but genuinely, when you start to focus on yourself and building yourself up, that's when I believe the true change happened with me. And that comes with being at the trainings. And a lot of our trainings are amazing. We can always talk client acquisition and all those types of things, but until you're really comfortable with, you know, yourself, and I feel like it starts with our weight loss journey. You know, the chatter in our head, like, okay, there's another pound came back, I lost 3, I gained 5. It's kind of the same thing with coaching and having clients. They're all going to come and go, but if you have a solid foundation and want or need to build yourself as a leader, I feel like that's when it's really going to take off for you in that way. And obviously, client acquisition is huge, but you really just want to live out loud. And they'll come to you. You don't have to go find them, and just be genuine in the conversation. Don't make it a big deal, and it won't be a big deal. You don't never want to feel like you're selling anybody on anything. You know, you want them to do it for them, and you want them to see the genuine in that in you. And there's been calls where I've had health assessments, and they're like, "You're not gonna, like, you know, make me join." I'm like, why would I make you join? I was like, you can't make anybody join anything. Like, either you want to do it's for you or it's not. And then we're lucky to have the support group to throw them into, to give them that confidence that, hey, maybe you can actually do this and you can do it with the support. But other than that, my big takeaway for you guys would be take coaching and use it to better yourself.
Yes, girl. Honestly, best personal development program there is, because you can't help other people without helping yourself. So I love that you shared that, because it's so dead on, so on point. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do and for all that you're creating. So it's amazing. All right. So next we've got 3rd month official integrated regional directors, Micah and Cody King. My friends, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, awesome. So yeah, crazy. I was able to hit FIBIC in May and hold it for 3 months. It's been crazy, but you know, it's been a huge achievement, but not just for me, but also for the coaches that I've partnered with in this business. And so I definitely want to just say thank you to Tim and Rachel and Josh and Michelle for just pouring into me. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you so much. So I'm going to share with you how I got here, but I wanted to share just a principle about success. And so people are always looking for something to motivate them. They think that if they just had enough of, or the right kind of motivation, that it would propel them forward into huge success. And they think that if they just had, you know, the right motivation, that they would launch forward. The problem with motivation is that it's tied to emotions. And so sometimes, you know, I'll be motivated and other times I won't be. And so some days, you know, I feel like getting after it and, like, you know, on fire. And other days I just want to sit in my bed and binge watch The Simpsons, because honestly, it's been a guilty pleasure of mine. I started watching it during this whole pandemic and I'm on season 22. So I don't know if that's an achievement or not, but I'm pretty proud of it. But, you know, while motivation is cute, it lacks the power to produce consistency. And so one of the biggest keys to success is that you have is that you value discipline over motivation. So successful people are disciplined people, and they don't just rely on motivation. If you wait until you feel motivated to make the decision, then you'll have sporadic and irregular results. And so I had to stop deciding whether or not I was going to coach, because that was purely emotionally driven. But once I made the decision and I was disciplined in that decision, then my emotions were forced to follow behind, instead of allowing me to let my emotions take the lead. So discipline is how you practice proper emotional management. Like otherwise stated, lack of discipline results in emotional mismanagement. So I'll just get real with you guys for the next couple minutes and just let you know, like last September, my frontline volume was really low. Like I almost didn't even hit ED that kind of low. And it was a huge wake up call for me. And I had to realize, like really wrestle with like, why was I in this spot? Like what was causing this? And after evaluating everything, I realized that I had completely slacked off September and October. And so it's kind of like, you know, clients, and I think somebody said this, like when clients are doing 5 and 1-ish, like I was struggling because I was doing my business-ish in my mentality. Like I wasn't committed fully to it. So by November, I made the decision, like I'm going to hit FIBC. So hitting and maintaining FIBC wasn't a decision that I made 3 months ago. It was a decision that I actually made a full 6 months before actually reaching the rank. And my, my mentor team told me that it was absolutely possible by this summer. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know, but maybe fall, maybe 2020, I can do it. And like, I just didn't really think it would happen. And so it happened in May, and I was just blown away. And so you're not going to be motivated all the time. And you're not going to feel like doing it all the time. But if you wait until you feel like it, then you're going to have sporadic and irregular results. So make the decision in a time of clarity when you're focused on your goals and your dreams, so that your emotions, when they like throw a fit and you don't feel like it anymore, that you do it anyways. So don't let your emotions dictate to you how successful your business will be and whether or not your dreams will become your reality. Create the structure that will support your goals and just be consistent. So that's what I got.
Girl, you just preached.
Oh man, and thanks for talking for Cody too. We know that he is scared to speak in front of public, and you did it. Yeah, that was.
He didn't
awesome.
have enough time. He didn't have enough time.
That was so good. Honestly, you really just spit the knowledge and you really just dropped it how it is, right? That was so good. Thank you, my friend. All right, last to speak, last but not least. You all know her. You heard her being referenced earlier as oh so sexy, but Miss Erica Ostashevsky, I think I pronounced it right. I've been practicing.
I am so impressed. You nailed it.
I have been practicing for quite some time.
That was amazing.
She has reached officially third month integrated regional director and is literally on her way to global any day now or any month now. I'm so excited to bring her on and really have her share how she's done it in literally 4 months and just continues to just do it. So congrats, my friend. Please take it away.
Thank you. I don't know how to follow tonight. Y'all, the speakers have been incredible. Thank you all. Eric, Ashley, Micah, and Cody, that was amazing. How I've done it is I have the Holtz and Tiffany and Toby. If y'all didn't hear them speak, that's how I've done it, because I have an incredible team that are just rock stars and are so pumped up. But I made a little acronym. I couldn't figure out what that word was. Chari's here with me. She's like, it's acronym. I couldn't remember. But for FIBIC, to give my share kind of what we've done. The first one, Ashley, you hit on that, is the fat burn. Like, when you're in fat burn and your team's in fat burn, your business is in fat burn. And that we say it on every call, but for real, we have to go back to the basics with this, because it happens. It happens that you have a birthday dinner, or you are at home in COVID and you're human and you have too many drinks one night, and then that turns into a second night and then third night or whatever. But when you're not in fat burn, your business is different for a lot of reasons. Not practicing what you preach when you're usually authentic, not having the clarity of mind and the brain fog, just a lot of things. But the other thing too is that I'm learning, and Tiffany said it best earlier about ignorance on fire. We work. And don't forget about your coaches. As your clients become coaches, don't forget that they're still your clients, because that's a huge one, is that we get running on this business side together and we forget that these are still we're still their coach.
I'm listening
they
to a
still
call
need us to help them business wise. So, I mean, business wise, I mean, plant program wise, you know, so make sure that the people that you're on teammates with, that you're also helping them. And I'm just now circling back to that because we went running, but you know, first and foremost, be their coach and make sure they're hitting their goals, because that's the best thing they could do for their business. Number two, the I is for intention. The dream boards. I'm huge on dream boards. I'm huge on writing your goals down. Before I even found Optavia this year, and the blessing it was, I had dream job next exit on my dream board, and I easily attract my ideal clients. And I don't even know why I had this other one. It says, I'm so in demand, people are lining up to work with me. Didn't even really make sense for the job I was in, but it just sounded like it pumped me up when I read it. I felt some kind of energy. So I put all these on my dream board, and it's crazy now what's unfolded this year. And it's just all happening before my eyes. So power of intention is huge, no matter what you're going for. Writing it down, setting that intention, focusing on it, feeling the feelings as if you've already achieved it. That's the way to help manifest things more quickly. Then the B is for be authentic, and that is huge. Be vulnerable, be authentic. I think now more than ever during COVID, this year has been a big awakening for everybody, for the country, for it's just a different time. And I think more than ever, people just appreciate authenticity and being, Tiffany said it best, being vulnerable, because people aren't 100% used to that. So just sharing your story fearlessly and loving on people and letting them know that you're human too, as you coach both your coaches and your clients. So that's a big one. And then the last but not least, I learned this kind of last month, is caring for yourself and setting boundaries. It's when you do go and you get so excited and your business takes off and it's people are coming out of the woodworks left and right. It's so easy just to work sun up to sundown and not set those boundaries. You think, well, I brought this coach on and I want to make sure they hit their goals and it's my responsibility. All these things go through your mind. And yes, we do want to help everybody be successful, but you can't do that when your cup's not full. I know we always hear this, but really making intentional time. I think, Eric, that was great. Just like you make intentional time for your business each day, making intentional family time. My husband started a new job recently too, and we both were just going 90-0. It was like, I've never been in the house with him so much and seen him so little. And then when my 2-year-old kept walking in saying, Mommy, are you done with your calls yet? I was like, all right, so we've got to do something here to have some intentional time. And I love what y'all said about dreaming with your children. Yes, getting them involved and letting them know kind of today is our day and there's going to be no phone. And my 2-year-old calls us out on it. She went upstairs and said, Daddy, it's family day, not work day. And he's like, I'm not working. And she pointed to the computer screen and said, what's that then? So they know when you're working or not. So just giving them their time and making sure you have an intentional time for whatever you're doing at that moment, focus time. And then leaning on your mentorship team and asking for help. That's not always my strong point, but they're here to help you. And we're all only human, and we'll go through different seasons of busyness, like Michelle says. And I'm seeing that now, that it does come in waves. So when you're in that crazy season, really actually leaning on your team so you don't miss things like the tips calls, the celebration calls, the things that are most important to building your team. If you're not able to do it, and you're just crazy schedule wise or emotionally you're drained, lean on your team because they're there to help you. So yes, Charlie's right here next to me to help me. So there we go.
I love it. I love it. That was so good. You really just honestly, you dropped the ball, or dropped the ball. Not the ball, but you dropped you dropped the mic. Honestly, the mic dropped on that.
Oh, and
That
you
was
have
so
your
good.
pedal on the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. And I love that, honestly, really is a team focus and everyone, it was so good. Awesome, you guys. Okay. Well, thank you guys all for speaking so much wisdom. I hope all of you brought so much or wrote down so many notes, because they literally laid it down exactly how they built an incredible business. But do not leave just yet. We have a few more announcements. One in particular, I'm sure all of you have received a new email, right? Of the builder. God, I'm never
You can't even
get
say it
right.
one time fast. The business builder bonus.
And what that is, I know, maybe you've read through it, maybe you haven't, maybe you don't know what it is, but Andrew is going to actually come on and share with us exactly why it's such a big deal. He's going to take 2 minutes to come on and share why it is that you want to be all about it. So Andrew, my friend, I'm going to pass it to you for you to share the business builder bonus.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So the Business Builder Bonus is all about inspiring coaches to come on board in the month of August. So August 1st to August 31st is the window of opportunity to take advantage of this incentive that Optavia is offering. So basically, they're going to incentivize us to help people build businesses, which we're already doing. So nothing should be changing. But anyways, and what they're going to do is pay us an incentive for the next 3 months based off of helping people build businesses. And so there's really 2 tiers here. There's your frontline volume that's going to play into effect, and it's going to be the coach that you inspire to come on board in August. Their frontline volume is going to play in effect. So they gave examples in the email. $1,200 of frontline volume, you would get 5% bonus of your coach's volume that they bring on, the ones you bring on in August. If it's 3,600 frontline volume that you have, you would get a 7% bonus. And if you're holding a 6,000 frontline volume or more, you're going to get a 9% bonus. And so to really, Josh, I talked to him a little bit before this meeting. He says, hey, here's the thing. If you brought on 5 coaches and each one of them had a 2,000 frontline volume, you would get 9% of $10,000. And that's like just the small, like that's just a small view of what's possible. And so the math in that is $900 extra a month if you were able to do that each month and to have that. And I thought that was a great visual, a really quick visual. Just 5 coaches with just being a senior coach, which is pretty awesome. And so here's what we want you guys to do. Make this quick, and you guys definitely want to follow up with your mentor coaches if you have any more questions. But you want to create a very intentional list. People that you want to reach out to, people you want to partner with, people that have come on board, that would make great coaches, even whether they're clients or not, and you want to approach them. And one of the things that I always like to say is like, hey, would you just be open to hearing about this coaching thing that we do? I think you'd be great at it. I'll get you on a call with my mentor coach and kind of share what this is all about. And it's really simple. Would you be open to it? It's not very threatening. It's just an opportunity and, for them to hear about it. So that's what I want you guys to do today is create an intentional list tonight of people you want to approach. And we're going to start doing that. We're going to start approaching people this month. The sooner the better. We don't want to wait till the end of August. We want to start talking about to them now. But yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys. Bob, let's go ahead and take it back.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Is that not awesome, you guys? Optavia is always giving out that free money. Okay.
I promise Michelle wasn't drinking.
No, I thought this would be really fun because as you guys know, we weren't able to be together for convention. Now, convention is our absolute most favorite event of the year because not only do we just get to celebrate obviously being together, we get to learn, there's amazing trainings that happen, but my most favorite time is the last night when they actually do the Optavia, they do this. This is an Optavia party, but they do it after convention. And so what we wanted to do, because honestly, it's an amazing time. It's an amazing time that we get to be together, but most importantly, most importantly, is we get to celebrate those that had amazing achievements the month or the whole year, basically from July to July. And so we wanted to take that time to really celebrate all of you guys. And of course, if anyone knows about celebration night, it's fun because you actually get to get dressed up. And of course, we had to obviously dress up as well. And if you probably are wondering, like, why are you guys in California? It's like over 100 degrees wearing like coats. And like someone asked Josh in a text, hey, are you going snowboarding after this? So we decided we wanted to get dressed up and do this. Hold on, let me take the background off. Uh-oh, wrong one. Okay, so we are actually going to have a celebration in honor of those people. I know this looks really silly, but it's fun. And I really wanted to celebrate those people. So hold on, let me go ahead and share my screen because we do have some amazing people that we need to celebrate for honestly an incredible achievement this year. So hold on, let me just share my screen for you guys. And we are going to celebrate those people that that really deserve to be celebrated. So welcome to the 2020 Optavia Convention Achievers, who are going to celebrate all those amazing coaches that could be walking the stage and they couldn't. Instead, they were celebrated virtually, and he wants to do that too. So we're going to go ahead and start with our new executive directors for the entire year. So these are executive directors that hit from July of last year to this July. So you've got Amy and Alan Wood. Congratulations, you guys. We've got Andrew and Valerie. Oh, I made Cowell. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. We got Ashley Gonzalez. We got Ashley and Richard Barnes. You heard from Ashley, and she is in her first month of integrated executive director. We've got Bobby Collins. We got Brandy Curtin, Sherry Wilkinson, Danielle Bonton, Danny and Angela Cortines, Dawn Busby, Deborah Brantley, Aaron Grace, Jessica and Adam Moody, Karina Cortesi. Oh, got Dawn Busby twice, but Nicole and John Leach, Patrick and Sherry Nolte, Shar Eller, Toby and Tiffany Tillman, who are also in their first month of actually integrated regional director, and Verinia Ohanian. So congrats to brand new EDs. You guys would have been celebrated at convention, but instead we're doing it virtual. Next, we've got
our new regional directors. Yeah. So Anna Cross, Chari Powell, Charles and Marisa Wagner, Donnie Calloway, Gabby Kiss, Jamie Peterson, Jose De Dios, Julian Brian Russell, and Kristen and Eric Reyes.
Congrats, you guys. Amazing. All right. Next, we've got our fully integrated business coaches, who many of you heard from. We've got Eric and Stacy Boyette for hitting integrated executive director. We've got Erica.
Wait, I'm walking across.
There you go. I got Erica Osashevsky for integrated regional director, Cody and Micah King for integrated regional director,
Wendy Hellwell for integrated executive director, Amy Jackson, who you heard of, for integrated regional, and Erica and Ian Van Gerpen for integrated regional directors.
Yes, and then
other way.
Congrats, you guys. And then we've got one of the most amazing places that you can be in your business. Are you ready for it? You all know them. You hear them. You're inspired by them. We've got new global directors, Rachel and Tim Richards. We are so excited for all of you guys. Honestly, I know this was silly, but you guys all deserve to be celebrated. So we wanted to dress up like we were at convention and really celebrate all of you, because you all deserve all of these celebrations. And I'm sorry that we cannot be there all together because of COVID, but you still all deserve to be celebrated, recognized, loved on. So we're proud of all of you. Awesome. Okay.
Now let's go into this month's rank up.
Yeah. So now let's end this. Okay. So I hope that was fun for you guys, and congrats again. Let's everyone give a congrats to all of these amazing people who really stepped up their business this year. Did amazing. We're just so proud of each and every one of you. So let's actually get into now. Where'd it go? We're going to get now into the rank ups. Let me see. Are we still sharing screen? All right, let's get into this month, July rank ups, and then we'll let you all go. Okay, so let's start off with integrated regional directors. Many of you just heard from Micah and Cody King. Congrats, you guys, for reaching your third month official.
And for all the new people that are on the line right now, an integrated regional director basically means they have one FIBC team, and they're basically helping 5 people that are at least at senior coach.
Yes. And then we've got Erica Osashevsky, who you guys heard from. She just completed her third month of integrated regional director. We got Amy Jackson, who you heard from, Eric and Stacy Boyette, who you heard from, Eric, and Toby and Tiffany Tillman, who you heard from as well. So congrats, you guys. This is a lot of FIBICs. We've never seen this many FIBICs in 1 month. Is absolutely incredible, kind of the shift that our group is kind of going down. So congrats to you guys. We've got new integrated executive director, Ashley and Richard Barnes, who you heard from. So congrats to you guys on reaching your first month.
And Nancy and Chris Holtz are they're brand new executive directors. Jackie Greenwood, she's a new executive director as well. These next people that we're going to look at in the director and associate director area, they don't usually sit here for very long. Usually they're the ones that next month you're going to see up in the executive director area. And we got Rachel Bradley on the Barnes team, Stephanie Carlson, who's on Jamie Peterson's team, the associate directors. You want to go ahead and
yes, we got Miriam McCabe. I'm really terrible about that last name, guys. I'm sorry if I messed that up. But congrats, these are associate directors. I'm going to point this out, and we just point this out, and I didn't pay attention with the kid. But these people right here, director and associate director, they typically will shoot straight to ED next time. Did you say that? Okay. Yeah. This obviously could distract you. But yeah, they're going to, so I'm excited to see all of these guys and all these associate directors in that ED spot next month. So Miriam, we've got Erica, congrats. We have Molly, Andrea, Tony, Corrine, Valerie, Manila, and Aaron. Congrats to all of you for reaching associate director. It's such a fun place because we know what's going to happen next month as you get to executive director. So managers, new managers, we've got Alicia Gaines, Kristen, Brenda Miller, Thomas, Danielle, Robin, Brian, Jessica, Kathy, Trish, and Christy. Congrats, you guys, on reaching manager. Hey, some of these actually will also probably reach up to ED as well. So congrats to you guys.
And then we got a lot of new senior coaches in the house too. Senior coach means that you're helping about 5 people change their life. We got Darren, Brady, Leanne, Dina, Jacqueline, Jamie, Tiffany, Kathy, Danny, Rebecca, Crystal, Karima, Tanya, Ariel, Shyla, and that's it.
Congrats, you guys, to all of you. So we got our FitBIC, so you've heard this list just keeps growing and growing. Andrew and Cindy Kidd, Rachel and Tim Richards, Micah and Cody King, Andrea and Chris Kidd, Amy Jackson, Erica Osashevsky, Wendy Hellaway, it's supposed to say, Eric and Stacy Boyette, and Tiffany and Toby Tillman. Congrats, you guys. 10K Club. Now, this is such a prominent place to be in your business. It's absolutely incredible. Kids, real life, right, you guys?
That's what I love about coaching. It doesn't have to be professional.
Yeah, it doesn't. All the kids are always welcome. So congrats to all of these coaches. As you see all these names, they pretty much live in this area. They've been here since, for quite some time. And so we're proud of you guys. This is a lot of lives being impacted. So the 10K Club is such an incredible place to be. Not that many coaches in all of Optavia actually are part of this. And the majority of the coaches live in this area. So this is awesome, you guys. Congrats to all of you for reaching that. And that's basically all we've got. Congrats to all of you guys. Congrats to all of the convention people who should have been recognized on stage. And it's okay next year, because next year the plan is to all be together. Fingers crossed, hope it goes away. But thanks to all the speakers for being on. And you guys have a great rest of your night, you guys. Thanks for being on.